Segment number 2, overnight line movers, Teddy. We're going to hit a little bit of Major League Baseball. 6-day games today, Teddy, that are taking place on Getaway Day. Watching right now, Ian Kinsler just hit a solo blast for San Diego to take a quick lead over Atlanta. And then obviously the other game going on right now as we tape is Cincinnati and the New York Mets. Cardinals look to topple another ace. And yesterday, some weird things went down in the Washington game to start off, Teddy. We had a late scratch to Juan Soto, who is their left fielder, which moved Victor Robles out of his center field position over to right field. In the first inning, you saw pay dividends right away for the Cardinals as Robles misplayed a 5-ball, which led to 3 runs, which is all that Scherzer gave up last night. But taking a look today, Offshore opens up around 160, dropped to 140. But as we look on SBRodds.com right now, Teddy, a little bit of a rebound here. Washington up to minus 153, minus 155 across the board. Hudson versus Strasburg today, Teddy.
I mean, you can understand why the money's coming against the Nationals right now. And yeah, we've seen a little bit of buyback because Strasburg priced so cheaply against Hudson. Dakota Hudson's not someone who the betting markets love right now. But there's no question these are two teams headed in the opposite directions right now. You talked about the injuries for Washington. They're missing 3 of their 4 starting infielders from opening day. You know what I mean? It's not you're throwing bad outfield defense, and that's a problem even for their aces, throwing a bad Nats bullpen. They're throwing a Nats lineup that isn't hitting without all of those starters in. And as you mentioned, Scherzer, okay yesterday, once he got out of the first inning, but the Cards hit him. Strasburg today, they may hit him as well. St. Louis, those bats are on fire right now. I can certainly understand why the money's coming on the Cardinals. They're a better team than the Nationals right now, even though Strasburg is one of Washington's aces.
Teddy, we've been talking game shows here on That Betting Show over the past couple weeks with Jeopardy. Now we're going to play another game show. The Price is Right in Chicago tonight, or is it? It's May the 2nd. We're supposed to have the flowers out. We're supposed to have the, showers passing by, 70 to 75 degrees as we move on the summer. 45 degrees tonight. First pitch is what we're looking at tonight, Teddy, between the battle of the Sox, the Red Sox and the White Sox. Price versus Giolito. As we look right now on SBRodds.com, we're now pushing over $2. Price now showing up minus 204, minus 205, minus 202s across the board. That's a heavy price to pay. But again, Chicago still in that polar vortex, it seems, Teddy.
Yeah. The Red Sox are kind of still in a polar vortex. They're still 3 games under 500 right now, although they have notched 3 straight wins as they begin this 7-game road trip. Andrew Benintendi, quote, "I think we're headed in the right direction. I'm sure there's a lot of things we can improve on. Take it one day at a time. Just keep grinding and hopefully keep winning." Manager Alex Cora talking about the little things that they did right to win the last 3 games. That's how it starts. You start doing the little things, then little by little, probably good things are going to happen. They're buying into doing anything possible to get a win. Just do your part. And then they know if we start doing the little things, big things are going to happen. So there is momentum for Boston right now. And I'll tell you what, I'm not sure the markets are real excited about Giolito. Coming off the injured list to start today's game. He wasn't supposed to start. They just announced it last night. And he hasn't pitched since he got a hamstring injury in the third inning back on April 17th against Kansas City. Worth noting, Giolito does have pretty good track record against Boston. He got a start last year, gave up just 1 run in 6 1/3 against the Red Sox.
Angels going for the sweep against the Blue Jays. Teddy Stroman came in hot last night, and the Angels cooled him off, seeing a little bit of line movement today. The Angels now sitting at minus 153 with Skaggs on the mound, a total of 8.5. Let's see if they can pull off the sweep here, Teddy, because if we go back to the Blue Jays, previous, having a nice run now going on West Coast, cooling off a little bit here.
Yeah. And, Toronto's only been swept 1 time all season. That came at Cleveland back in early April when they were really struggling. They were off to that 3-8 start. But they have been swept on the road, so it does happen. That being said, the market's moving towards Tyler Skaggs here. And Skaggs' second start back after missing 2 weeks because of a sprained ankle. First start back, no runs, 3 hits, 5 innings. The results look good. His quote gives me a little pause. His quote, "a little bit rusty. I missed a lot of spots. Luckily, they didn't hit that many mistakes." That's not necessarily a bet on quote for me, but the markets like Tyler Skaggs a lot, and they certainly don't like Aaron Sanchez, even though Sanchez has pitched really well. His last 3 trips to the hill, in terms of getting out of trouble, he's a pitcher who has a tendency to walk batters. The advanced metrics mean that they hate the walks, and the money tends to flow against guys like Aaron Sanchez because of that high walk rate.